Hello friends, welcome to SahuStudies. In this video, we are going to discuss about UDF function in Scala. So, UDF is very similar to SQL function. It is used to write logic and use it in future. So, suppose you want to write a certain kind of a logic. That logic could be used within multiple projects or multiple modules. So what we generally do, we just write a function, register a function within Spark, and we can use that function whenever we want to use. It required to register UDF custom function. I have mentioned that whenever you are going to write a logic in the function which could be used in the future, that required to register in the UDF custom function. So in this exercise, we will see how we can create a UDF, how can we register it, and how can we use within a data frame. So what I am just doing here, I am just importing all the required libraries. Here I am creating a custom schema with the help of a struct type and a struct field. Here I am just creating a variable in which I am storing this folder label path in which there is a lot of CSV files are present. I am creating this notebook by reading a CSV file with the help of a spark.read.csv function, and I am also using this custom schema which I have created here. Once this data frame has been created, then what I am just doing, I am just creating two functions. One is AP convert to upper function. It is taking as a string as a parameter and returning a string. So what it will going to do, it will take this string and it will convert into the uppercase. Same thing we are doing here. What we are doing, we are just creating one function name as AP double to salary. This function will going to take an integer value and return the integer value. What it will going to do, it will only going to multiply this supplied value with 2. Once this both function gets created, with the help of a UDF function, I am registering it. I am registering it. So how we can register a UDF in Scala? First, give the name of the function, and then what is the input type? Input type is here is string, and what is the output type? Output type is string as well. And this function will be available in this variable. Now, what we have done, here also same thing we are doing. We are just registering this function with the help of a UDF function. First we need to provide what is the input type and what is the output type, and this function is now available in this variable. Once we have registered both the function with the help of a UDF function, so let's apply with a particular column of a data frame. So this is the data frame. What we are doing, I am just using with column to create this column name, and how this column will going to populate. This column is going to populate with the help of this UDF function which we have registered, right? And what the function it will going to take? It will going to take the string. So all the string which is present in column AP underscore name will be supplied in this function, and each text will be converted into uppercase. Again, what I am just doing, I am just creating one more column with the help of AP name of the column is AP double salary with the help of a with column function. And how this column data will going to populate? It will going to populate with the help of this function. And what is the input of this function? The input of this function is integer. So AP salary is of an integer type. That's why it will going to take each and every column of AP salary and it will multiply with 2 and return it and populate this column. So let's see how it will going to work in Scala. Let's create a notebook. Name this notebook as UDF. Connect it with our running cluster. Let's copy the code till creation of the data frame by reading a CSV file. This will import all the required library. This will create a custom schema, and this will read a CSV file and create a data frame. Let's run it. So all the required libraries are available in this notebook. Let's create this custom schema. Custom schema has been created successfully. Let's create this data frame by reading the CSV file. CSV file has been created successfully. Let's see its content. Okay, so it has a 5 rows and 6 columns. Let's create two functions. Div ap convert to upper ap name string. It will be of string type. And what is the return type? Return type is string as well. Equal to what I'm just doing? I'm just taking this string and call to upper function to uppercase to convert the text into uppercase. Let's run it. This function has been created successfully. Let's create another function. Def ap double salary. What is the input? Input is ap salary integer. It is of int type. And what is the output? Output is also a int type. What we are doing here, we are simply taking this value and multiplying with 2. Let's run it. Both the function has been created successfully. Let's register this function in Spark with the help of UDF function. So let's create a variable. This is the function name, and just put UDF. And now to register we need to call this UDF and just put name of the function, and it will going to take which kind of input it will going to take. It will going to take string output, and it will going to take return string as output. Let's run it. This function has been successfully registered in Spark, and it is available with the help of this variable. Let's register another one. Let's make it UDF. And how we are going to register the UDF? With the help of a UDF function. Here we are giving the name of the function, and what is input type. Input type is integer, and what is the output? Output type is also integer. Let's run it. So both functions we have able to register with the help of a UDF in Spark. So let's use it. Let's use it these two variables in which we can able to call this UDF function. Hello. Hello. So how we are going to use it? Let's create a column. Let's use this data frame. What we are going to do in this data frame, I am creating a column with the help of a with column function. Name of the column is AP upper name. And how this column will going to populate? It will going to populate with the help of this UDF function. So what this UDF function is going to do? Let's call this UDF function. What is the input? Input is a text. And what is the text we are supplying here? We are supplying the each and every value of AP name column. And we are just showing with the help of a show function. Let's see how we can see it's creating one more column AP upper name. This is the column name which we have created with the help of a with column, and it is taking each value of AP name and converting it into a uppercase. This is the logic which we have written here. It will going to take the input parameter and it will going to convert into the uppercase. The same thing which we are doing with the help of this UDF function. Let's implement the another UDF function which we have created. So first let's create a node column. Name of the column is AP double salary. And how the data will going to populate? Data will going to populate in this column is with the help of this user defined function. What is the input of this user defined function? It is of integer type. So AP salary is of integer type column. Let's apply it and call the show function to see the content. We can see one more column created AP double salary. And what is the data? The data is we are taking from AP salary and multiplying with 2. This is the logic which we have written here. This is the logic which we have written here, taking the integer value and multiplying with 2. The same thing it is showing here. It is taking the data from AP salary and multiply by 2. That's why it's a 2 lakhs. This is a 4 lakh. This is a 1 lakh. Multiply by 2, it's 2 lakh, like this. So we have seen in this video how can we create a function and how can we register those functions in Spark with the help of a UDF function. Let's go to the PPT. Thank you. If you like content of my video, then please subscribe my channel, like it, comment on it and press the bell icon to get notification whenever I add videos.